In August of 1998, Apple released the first iMac desktop computer, which came in a variety of colors. If you were a kid in the early 2000s, images like this might spark a core memory from deep inside your mind. Schools that had these computers often included games on them too, and it's these games that I want to talk about today. Pangea Software was originally founded in 1987 in Austin, Texas, and their first games were made on the Apple IIgs. Since 2008, they've focused on making mobile games for the iPhone, but it's their middle period that I want to talk about today. In the late 90s and early 2000s, Pangea released several amazing games for these colored iMacs, including Mighty Mike, Nanosaur, Bugdom, Cro Mag Rally, and Otto Matic. All of these games are available for free download on Mac or PC at Pangea's website, so let me tell you why they're so good and why you should download them. Mighty Mike is a top-down run-and-gun game in which you control an action figure fighting his way across a toy store where all the toys have come to life and are holding the innocent bunnies hostage. It was originally released in 1995 as Power Pete, but was re-released in 2001 as Mighty Mike. Throughout the game you'll pass through Prehistoric Plaza, Candy Cane Lane, Fairy Tale Trail, Magic Funhouse, and the Bargain Bin, each with 3 sub-levels for a total of 15 levels. Along the way, you'll encounter unique weapons like the pea shooter, shotgun, flamethrower, cake bombs, fairy dust, and even toothpaste. The enemies you'll encounter include cavemen, dinosaurs, gummy bears, lemon drops, wolves, witches on broomsticks, and these innocent-looking girls that release spiders with a blood-curdling scream when you get close. Come to think of it, that scream is the exact same sound effect used in all those jump scare viral videos from the mid-late 2000s. Now we know where it came from. The objective of each level is to locate all the missing bunnies. When you've saved them all, Mighty Mike blasts off to head to the next location. Like all Pangea Software games, the soundtrack to this game is fantastic and well themed for each area of the game. The bright colors, wide variety of weapons and enemies, and moderate challenge make this a fun game to come back to after all these years. Just be careful not to lose all your lives or you'll end up with this game over screen that gave me nightmares when I was a kid. Nanosaur is set in the year 4122 when a futuristic Nanosaur civilization travels back in time to 65 million years ago to save a few dinosaur eggs before the famous asteroid wipes them all out. In this unique game there's only one mission: save all 5 eggs within 20 minutes. If you take too long, the asteroid strikes the Earth and wipes out everything. The premise of this game is pretty simple, but it can be pretty challenging. Throughout your brief journey, you'll encounter several dinosaur species that want to slow you down. You'll make use of your fusion blaster to deal with any threats, your jetpack to traverse hazardous environments, and your GPS to navigate the area. There are several different weapon varieties to try out against the dinosaurs too, but be careful of their blast radius. In the end, when you've rescued all 5 eggs, you'll escape back to the future just in time to avoid the asteroid impact. There's a little trick you can use to make this game easier, which is to go to a high location and do a double jump. You'll be granted temporary invincibility and a ton of ammo for all the weapons, until you die. As far as I know, this can only be done once per game. Nanosaur is a fun little game, and it's a good challenge to test your navigational skills. Now we have Bugdom. Released in 1999, this game is an absolute classic, an action platformer that was my first favorite game as a kid. In this game you play as Rolly McFly, a small pillbug on a mission to save captured ladybugs from the evil King Thorax and his ant army. You'll progress through grassy fields, a pond, a sun-baked backyard, a beehive, a moonlit field, and eventually the anthill itself. The soundtrack to this game is so iconic, I guarantee you'll fall in love with it. My personal favorite is this piano-led piece featured in level 8. Your objective in each level is simply to get to the end, signified by these big tunnels. But if you want to get the highest score possible, you'll have to save all the ladybugs and collect all the 4-leaf clovers. Each level has 4 hidden blue clovers, and there are 4 golden clovers hidden across the entire game. In each level, there are passive enemies such as slugs and caterpillars, environmental hazards like honey or lava, and a whole host of enemy bugs that want you dead such as ants, boxer flies, bees, and stink bugs. Not every enemy can be fought and defeated, however. The scariest parts of this game for me are the fish in level 3, the bats in level 4 and 5, and the fireflies in level 8. These enemies scared me so much as a kid because there's nothing you can do to defeat them, they just have to be avoided. At the end of the game you'll face off against King Thorax himself. Defeat him and you'll win the game and solidify your place as the righteous ruler of Bugdom. This game is great for all ages and I totally recommend it if you haven't played it. There was a sequel made in 2004 called Bugdom 2, which is also an amazing game, but since it isn't free to download and play, I won't discuss it in this video. Cro Mag Rally, released in 2000, is a racing game that features racetracks spanning several periods of ancient history. You'll race through the Stone Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age, each with 3 courses to play. The soundtrack is once again iconic, and the gameplay is really fun too. It's similar to Mario Kart with various pickups along the track that you can use to mess with your rivals. You can play with another person on the same computer too. Racing games have never been my favorite types of games in general, but this game is simple and fun enough to warrant a playthrough just to experience all the unique levels with their own soundtracks. My brother and I have fond memories of playing this game together back in the day, and they even made a version for this game on the iPhone, so you can check it out there too. Otto Matic, released in 2001, is another action platformer similar to Bugdom but with a different theme and more varied gameplay. This game is set in the 1950s amid an alien invasion of Earth. Playing as a robot named Otto Matic, you'll journey across the galaxy to stop them. There are 8 different planets to explore in this game, and each offers something unique to the player. Whether it's a new weapon or gameplay mechanic, or a new enemy or boss battle, Otto Matic stays interesting throughout. Like Bugdom, the objective in most levels is just to get to the end, but you also want to save as many humans as possible before they're captured by aliens. You'll make use of your laser blaster, ice blaster, rocket gun, darts, flamethrower, and electric overload to deal with the many enemies you'll encounter. The level design is varied and entertaining, featuring wacky enemies like giant vegetables, killer clowns, and sentient hammers. In the end, you'll fight the giant brain mastermind of the whole invasion, and when you save the day, you'll be venerated as a hero. Otto Matic is a fun adventure, and I strongly recommend this game if you've never played it. All of these games I just discussed are available for free on Pangea Software's website. If you remember playing any of these games back in the day, go download them and relive some core memories. If you've never played them, they're still fun even today. Thank you so much for watching this blast from the past. If you enjoyed seeing these games again, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more gaming content. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out for now.